Okay. Hi, my name is Sabreena.
I'm Shaquille.
We started wholesaling with Chris Bruce.
Oh, you see, yeah, this is our daughter, Serene.
We started wholesaling with Chris Bruce around May. I want to say like May 15th.
This is our son, Savion.
The reason we got into it is because I was doing some research on the website about real estate, and I have a lot of family members that are into real estate that actually do it, you know, they're landlords and things like that. Came across this conference webinar that we had to sign up for, you know, put my information in there, got the email for the webinar, and then, you know, I wasn't persuaded at first. Right, you know, I was like, I've done a lot of these like webinar things, and they've been like, it seems like they're like rehearsed, but like.
As soon as we got in there, Chris was talking about, hey, he ain't with all that bull. He kicking people out that's messing around.
So we were like, oh, okay.
You're right.
So he caught our attention, you know, we were like, okay, like, this might be something. So, you know, we started listening to, you know, the webinar and everything else. And, you know, he was talking to everybody about it. And we bought the course, like, not even halfway. I want to say a little over halfway through. I'm like, you know, it might be a risk, but, you know, you can't succeed without taking a risk. So
it's important to invest in yourself, you know.
Right. So we did that. We got all the emails, got our software and everything set up, and then right after that we jumped into courses. We jumped into the modules and stuff. We went like 3-4 days in a row with no sleep. We were just playing it on our TV, like just going through everything. And like it got overwhelming. I to a point where we're like, okay, wait a minute, like we need to do this step by step. You know, we gotta start over.
Yeah, and it all started with the house hunters. That threw us off. You know, like, oh my God, this is real. People commenting, you know, they wanna help us out, find houses and everything like that.
Right. And we didn't even know how to respond to them and everything, so we had to kind of slow it down a little bit. But we made some mistakes along the way, definitely. We had like our first ever person that I ever called, we got under contract right away.
Well, we got it too high.
Yeah, and we kind of got intimidated too, because like our first cash buyer was like, oh, you know, I'm only offering this, and we backed out right away. Like we didn't go to anybody else. We didn't go to other cash buyers and everything else. So we were kind of intimidated at first.
Yeah, but we didn't understand that was just his offer.
Yeah, that was his opinion. So then after trial and error with a couple other contracts and some issues we ran into, some places, you know, they had like 1034s, they had 1034s. Sorry, we have our kids with us. They had 1034s. They had issues like with the title company. We had like a seller bag out. We've had cash buyers bag out.
We you know, sellers, they be playing like, oh, okay, we gonna sign a contract, but you don't hear from weeks.
Right.
You know,
so following up is definitely important. And then, but yeah, we've kind of perfected it, but haven't quite perfected it. We got in contact with the person that we ended up closing with. And we went to the house. She was like, you know, it's turnkey and everything else. So we were like, cool, you know, we ran our numbers and everything else, and then found out that when we got there, it wasn't. There was a lot more.
Oh,
work.
Houses you go into is definitely not what you think it's gonna be. You know, you might have to break into a couple houses. You know,
right.
Hey, it's all on the owner expense though. You know, but it's definitely fun. You know, going to go see the houses. I know Chris talk about virtual as well, but you know, I like going to the houses myself because it makes me feel like, yeah, you know, I'm a business owner. I want to buy this property.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun experience. It was definitely hard to get into at first, but we closed our first deal on the 17th, and we got our check August 19th. And we were too eager to do our check. We deposited like the same day, but here's our stub. I don't know if you guys can, hopefully you guys can see that. This is our amount right here. Yeah, $5,550 for our first one, which isn't bad. But we definitely look forward to working with Chris and everybody else in the acquisitions group and in the GroupMe group for the future, you know, networking, everything else. And it's really something that you need to get into if you're interested in. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody can do everything in the world. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it.
Right. And, you know, we also, you know, look forward to being the next Chris Bruce. I'm already practiced on his laugh.
He's been doing that since day one. I just want to let you know, since day one. But we enjoyed it. Hopefully, you know, it just inspires people to get into it.
Right.
If not, you know, we're gonna continue doing it. But that's it. We're official wholesalers now. Did our first deal. So, peace out.
All right, bye.